Hi Stitchers, this is Stitching to Connect with Annie outside of Denver, Colorado, and this is Saturday, May 10th. So happy early Mother's Day. If you're a mom, we all had moms, so happy Mother's Day, however you celebrate that. I expect to get calls from my children tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Maybe get a FaceTime with baby Beatrice. That would be extra special. But I did have an extra special weekend last weekend. Was my birthday. A week ago past was my birthday. So I got calls from all my children, and my two older grandkids called me, which was a special treat. And I did get some FaceTime with Beatrice and her daddy. She was just getting out of the tubby, so she was a little naked, and it was fun to just see her little chubby body, and it was, it was it was a treat. And he got her all diapered up, and I don't know if they powder anymore, but anyway, got her in an outfit, and it was super fun to share that with him. So anyway, I am filming this on my iPad. Sorry, the word left me for a bit. Isn't it fun to be a senior where you have a thought and you can't get the word to come back to you? It's not. So I turned 74 last Saturday. I'm in, I would say, relatively good health. I still struggle with my hips and back, especially at night. Sleeping is a challenge, but other than that, I can't complain. Life is good, life circumstances with my sister-in-law haven't changed, so, but that's a whole nother story. So, it's all good. And my husband and I, to celebrate my birthday, we went and saw the new Marvel movie. And I know you probably think, well, that's a strange way to celebrate your birthday, but every May they come up with a new Marvel movie. And so this year it was Thunderbolts, so we went and saw that on Monday, because he has to be with Jamie all weekend, so he couldn't celebrate my birthday on birthday day. But it was fun. It was good. We had caramel popcorn we shared, and he fell asleep during it, which is typical. I don't know if your guys do that or your partners do that. They fall asleep during the movie, but mine does. Amidst all the noise and everything, but I just let him sleep unless he snores, and then I jab him and he has to wake up. But it was a good movie. It was darker than I expected, but it had a lot of depth to it. It had a lot of maturity and a lot of mature depth to it. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm a Marvel fan. I just am. So anyway, I'm decked out in my Disneyland shirt that I got when I was in Disneyland with Minnie Mouse on it. Speaking of Minnie, I got this. Oh boy, the glare is terrible. I got this to make for Beatrice to go along with her, which I have to get in the mail this week before she grows out of it. I got her a little rain wind slicker and a pair of Crocs that have all Minnie on them when I was in Disneyland. So I got to get that in the mail. I may save this for her birthday. I may, because hopefully we're going to go for her birthday. That's the plan. Sometime the week of her birthday or shortly thereafter. And she will be 1 year old on June 24th. I cannot believe it. She's 10 months old now. Just wow. She's getting her fifth tooth. So she has these canines, and she's getting this one, and she has her two bottom front ones. She's getting them in a interesting way. I don't remember my children. I honestly don't remember how my children's teeth came in. It was so long ago. 52, 40, 9 and 44 years ago when I had my children. So, yeah, but I think she's cute, and she's going to be sparkly, and she can sit her on her shelf. So that's kind of all my family news, which I usually put to the last, but I kind of got going down that path. And since I'm filming on my iPad, I can't pause it, because if I pause it, it stops. I don't know why. It doesn't just pause like on my computer. But I had some technical difficulties with my computer this morning, which I'm a little concerned about. But I'm charging it up now. I'm gonna probably have to I might have to reboot it. It's acting very, very strange. I can't even explain what it's doing, which is concerning. But anyway, technology these days. So it was either my iPad or my phone. And then, like I said, the option on my iPad is I can't pause it, and I'm not a good editor. So you're going to get what you got today. So I'm excited to show you a lot of things. I have, first of all, oh, not that one. Maybe it's not in this one. Yes, it is. I completely finished my Easter Bunny. See if I can hold it up. Oh, I'm so happy with this. It turned out so nice. And so I got started it in April, second week of April, during, was it Downton? I think it was around Downton Abbey time, or maybe it was the other one. I can't remember. I really can't remember. I had a couple of virtual retreats in April. One was Downton Abbey. Oh my goodness, I can't remember what the other one was. It's not coming to me. But anyway, I stitched on it then, and then I stitched on this during Downton, and then I just had to finish it because I think it's so pretty. Look, I even put my name and the year on it. I'm just all about it. Now I have to find a frame or a finish, and I need to get my little self over to Michael's and see what they have, get some ideas. I've looked at Chantel 101, is it? And she has some pretty things, and I may end up sending for one of her boards, but I'm going to look at Michael's first, see what I can find, because I think I could find something cool. And I'll probably just make it an easel situation where I can frame it, prop it up on an easel. That's my plan right now, because I'd have an easier time doing that than making a flat fold. I think my fingers are just not cooperative a lot of the time. Speaking of which, moved my emerald to my little finger on my right hand, because I can't get it to go over a knuckle on this hand anymore. It just doesn't do it. So switching things around a bit, moved my wedding set back to my ring finger, had it on this hand, but then when I put it on this finger, it interferes with this, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm just happy I can still stitch. So that was my finish, my not fully finished, but finish. I have right here, I haven't worked on this, and I need to work on this because I'm meeting Jenny, who I'm doing it for, on Monday for coffee, and I want to show her I've done some more on it. That is the the Irish piece I'm doing for her, and it's a ink circles piece. I want to call it Ink Masters, and that's, as I've said before, that's a tattoo show. So those are fun. and finish, once finished, in my wonderful cute kitty bag that has a Bombay cat, like my cat, where my cat went. This is something I wanted to show you because this is kind of out of the ordinary, but I did end up going, I know I've shown you this, but I haven't elaborated on it. So last Christmas, sorry for the crinkles, I'm trying not to be annoying here. Last Christmas, my daughter and son-in-law gave me this. It's a hand-painted needlepoint canvas, and they got it in Martha's Vineyards, and I think those are, starts with a L, L-U, lupines, lupine? I'm not sure what they are, but they're a prominent flower grouping in Martha's Vineyard, as far as I know. But it is so beautiful. It's hand painted canvas. I just like to look at the canvas because it's amazing. But I did go, so I found a needlepoint shop called, I believe it's called Diversions. Yeah, Diversions. Not too far away from me. Let's see if I can do this, if it's gonna be able to do this at all. And I went in. It's not a needlepoint store, but they have a whole selection of Weeks Dye Works. What's the other one? Dinky Dyes. A lot of specialty floss. I was thrilled. I was really thrilled. And the gal that helped me was so nice. In fact, I'm probably going to go back and take a class because needlepoint is different, as she told me, from what we know. Us cross stitchers, what we know. These are the threads I got, and they're silk. I think a couple of them are silk and wool. Well, that's not working. Anyway, you can tell. So I got a dark green, a green, a purple, a light purple. I thought I had a dark, ooh, I didn't get a dark purple. Oh my goodness. We talked about it, but I didn't end up getting it. Oh, I'm going to have to go back. That's so interesting. I didn't get the dark purple. Well, I've got a lot to do before I get to the dark purple, so it's not a super concern. But isn't that funny? I didn't realize till I was just holding this up for you. I didn't get my dark purple, unless it's not in any other bag. This is all I had. If I did lose it, I don't know where I lost it. It's not in the big bag. Anyway, she went ahead and stretched it, put it on a frame for me, stapled it onto a frame. I don't know if you call that stretching or what you call it. It's definitely looser, and I'll have to get used to that than a, you know, I like my cross stitch pieces drum tight. That's partly why I use Q-snaps, and I'm so happy with those, is I like my fabric drum tight. This is not. That is so bizarre. Working this all out in my head right now. Oh, I do. I lied. It fell on my lap funny. That's the dark purple. That's the light purple. It was just down on my lap, and I didn't realize it. Because I didn't think she goofed, because she was very thorough. Light green, dark green, and white. Isn't that, it's luscious. And I don't know if you can tell, it's got a sheen to it, but it does. It's silk. And I think, okay, she said the ones that have the light beige are, so both the purples are silk and wool. 50% silk, 50% merino wool. Made in Switzerland, silk and ivory. And then these are 100% silk. Is it more expensive than cross stitch. I haven't evaluated that. I haven't evaluated. The words are coming, but clearly evaluated this or that fully. But I'd say it's comparable. And since I'm using silk, it's more just like if I was using silk for, you know, cross stitch pieces. So anyway, I haven't started it yet. I think I got it. Wow, did I get it last week or the week before? I think I've had it 2 weeks now. I need to get on this. I was going to start it on my birthday and I just didn't do it. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. A new craft. Not totally, well, I don't know that I've ever done a needlepoint piece. She gave me basic instructions, and then they have a, pardon me, let me get this back in here before something happens to it. They have a beginner class that, you know, she gave me this instruction sheet, and I know I can at least get started. And if I have questions, I can get into that class pretty easily, I think. It's like a 3-hour class on a Saturday. So, yeah. So that's a treat, and I'm excited, and I wanted to, like I said, I got it for Christmas, so I wanted to get it kitted up, and I was hoping I would find them amenable to a cross stitcher since I'm not a needle pointer, and they were super nice, super nice. And like I said, they have amazing threads. Here it is. They have amazing threads, and for my birthday piece, I got Leger 1898. I didn't realize it was 1898. So almost 1900s. Reflets de soie. I am not French. I don't speak French. I'd have to ask my daughter or my youngest son how you do that. Anyway, all these threads, and they had those threads. I mean, I think they were missing a couple of them. Do I know where they are? Yes, I have. I think I have them. I could be lying. You know what? I'm going to run across them later. I have them in a bag. I have them in a bag, and I just saw them. Were they in this bag? Hold on. Let me look real quick. I'm sorry for all the messing around, but I did clean up my room yesterday, and so I can't get my fingers on everything I had my fingers on before I cleaned up. Because I kind of shoved everything in bags so I could just get it off the bed so I could change my bed. Anyway, too much information. So the next thing I'll show you is, so these are all going to be WIPS and a couple of new starts, which are, of course, WIPS too. Works in progress. I have this much done on the Lola Crow Extraordinary Birds. I should have notes in front of me, you know. That's what I need to do next time I have to do it on the fly. Because right now when I can't pause it, it has to come to my head, and is always coming to my head. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. And so I have part of my owl done. Have some of this. I'm not sure I'm going to have it the first release, which is what this is, done before they release the next one. Is it this week? It might be this week. But I do like it a lot. And I mean, I pulled my own threads, my own floss. I pulled my own floss. It's all weeks. So my turquoises, my browns, my golds and browns, and greens. There's a few greens. And I think that's all of them, but I can't tell you for sure. And again, it's on my iPad, so I can't pull it up and show you. But most of you know which one that is. I do believe. What is this? Oh, my dragon. I haven't done any more of my dragon, but I'll show it to you anyway. That's my Welsh dragon with the start of my grandfather's name, which will be top and bottom and sides of his birth dates. So that's at hand, fingertips. Do I have the threads for that? I hope I do, somewhere very close. I do. Oh, here they are. I knew I'd seen them. So back to my birthday choice for this year, which I haven't started. It was my birthday last week, so I need to get a move on. I was telling you. Oh, wow, I just found another piece I probably need to start on. Here's another whip. So let's go back, show you. I just think I do not have the fabric for this yet. I'm still kind of searching. I think I found it calls for yeah, I got my, I was at Diversions the last 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago today. What does it call for? I know I saw what it called for, and I'm not finding it. That is wild. Maybe I was on... Oh, I think what I did was, I got this, pardon me. I got this on 1, 2, 3 stitch, and I think what they called for was a 32 count or whatever, which I don't do, and the color of it was called pearl. So I'm looking for pearl kind of gray, because these are the colors. I'm not going to be able to show them all to you, but these are the colors. And I got all but like 3 maybe. They're so beautiful, and they're silk. So this is called, this is Soie de J, I believe is what she called it when I was in the shop. Again, it's French, and the color palette is gorge. And I spent some good money on that, let me tell you. I think there's 28 of them all together, because several of them call for more than one. Yeah, so that's going to be a start as soon as I get my fabric. I can't start it yet. I don't have my fabric, and the fabric I need is a good half yard for this. Just as I had to get a half yard for my Extraordinary Birds. I keep wanting to call it Beautiful Birds, so if I call it that, you'll know what I mean. Extraordinary Birds, I did get a half yard for that. So I need to find this and get a half yard. And what was I looking at yesterday? Oh, I hope I saved it. I think I saved it. I was looking at, it wasn't Be Stitch Me, but it was another good dyer, fabric dyer. And I think her stuff, I think the piece would be like maybe $44, which I think is what I paid for the 1, 2, 3 stitch. I can't find the 1, 2, 3 stitch color that I want on their website. So that is my birthday piece. I don't know if you can tell, but, and I'll just show it to you because it's really pretty. This is the piece, this is the end of the remaining piece of the fabric I'm doing my Extraordinary Birds on. It's very similar to what they called for. I like it really well. It's a 16 count, I believe. Yes, it's called, it's a PTP, which I believe is Picture This Plus. I think that's what it is. Picture This Plus, half yard, 16 count gossamer. Ada. Or Aida, as some people say. Which is very foo-foo. But Ada or Aida. I like Aida. Sounds good. Anyway, it's very pretty. It's kind of a creamy background with green throughout, and I thought it would go really well with the colors that were pulled for that. I'm glad I dug through that a little more. What else have I got in here? Nothing else. So my dragon piece, and I need to work on that some more. But I think I need to work on the Irish one first. Need to work more on my birds. And they go back in this bag, which is nice. I like Lynn's bags. I think it's Lynn. These bags that I get from her. It's cool because they're big enough for a big Q-snap. I think it's an 11 by 11. I think it's 11 by 11. That's what I like to do a lot of my pieces on. Okay, so that one, and then this is a new start. I've had this for a good while. Oh, all kinds of things I'll find here. It's a Laurel Birch pattern. It's called Moroccan Mares. I'm tentatively doing this for my granddaughter, although I think I know what piece I want to do for her college graduation, which is in 2 years. She's just finishing her sophomore year at Boston University. And I got this much started. Why did I? Oh, I know why I started this. I was doing... Oh, so another thing I did last weekend, which was super fun for my birthday weekend. I believe, yeah, it was my birthday weekend. Stephanie, Lindy Stitches, had a spring mingle. I think it was called Spring Mingle. A lot of you know what it was. Virtual retreat. It was Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Friday night I had technology issues. I couldn't get on. But Saturday and Sunday I participated a lot. They had some new designers I hadn't heard. You know, she has them do a this is me talk, kind of how I got into design, what my design aesthetic is, and just all the really fun stuff I love to hear about new designers. And they're not super new. A couple of years. So I ordered a design from each one of them. One was Counting Puddles, which is a big, she's a new kind of splash on the cross-stitch design world. The other one, I'm not going to remember the name of it. Or her. It's not coming to me. Anyway, all that to say, what happened? I was watching it on my iPad, so I couldn't work on a couple of my designs, which are on my iPad that I work off of. So I thought, well, I'll start this because I could start it. So that's how much I've got done. That's that middle mare. Middle mare. She's the third one over from either side in the middle with a kind of, you can see her face has those little kind of dots, and she's in the blue tones. I think this is going to be fun. It was an easy pickup, and I am using the call for it because it comes with all the colors, which is always a bit of a challenge because you have to I have a variety of floss drops. I was just looking through them. Most of them were gifts. A couple of them I bought. but a lot of them are gifts from different retreats, in-person retreats. Oops, I've got a loose blue thread here. I'm not going to StitchCon this year because we're going to my grandson's high school graduation in June. So I can't do that. But, yeah. So that's a fun one. I like it. I'm doing it on a, like an 8, size 8 by 8. I think these are. And I have my Grand Guard on here just because I love the colors, and I think this was a gift. I'm not positive. I know I have another one that was a gift, but this one, I super like the colors. It's just me. It's all me. Okay. The next one I'm doing, which I just started, I want to say 2 days ago. So this is a new start, and I zipped my floss into it, which is not a good idea. And I'm pulling all my own floss on this, all my own colors. And they're mostly Weeks and some Classic Colorworks. And that is Downton Abbey. This was the Downton Abbey piece that Katie designed. It's going to have more motifs around the edges. So it's going to be a fairly large piece as time goes by, but it is beautiful. And I pulled my own fabric and my own threads. So I'm not doing anything that's called for. These are my threads, and I could be more organized and show you. So I have Classic Colorworks, browns, whites, and Weeks. A lot of Weeks. Because I've decided, I have a whole set of Weeks now, before I really found out kind of their unfortunate take on humanity. But I can't afford not to use them, so I'm using them. I'm just not using the particular color that they got themselves in trouble over, Confederate Gray. A lot of people just don't use them. I know several designers who have banned them from their design and from their use, and I completely respect that. But like I said, I've gotten these over the years, and I can't not use them, and they're so beautiful. So those are my colors. So I have a whole collection of Weeks. I have a whole collection of, I think I have the whole collection of Classic Colorworks. And I have a lot of DMC. I don't always know where it is, but I do have a lot of DMC. Drop that. So I'm building the Abbey, Downton Abbey as it is. And if you look and see where I'm at, you can tell I'm in the tower and down below where the windows are. Windows? Yes, windows. The second and third floor. I'm doing the second, third floor and the tower. So I've got a bit done. It's pretty fun because it's very symmetrical. What is on one side is on the other side. I think, yes, for the whole design. The whole design is that way. Everything is symmetrical. So that makes it easy for me. I'm a geometric type thinker. I did really well in geometry. Math was one of my strong suits, but I did super well in geometry. I just have a spatial awareness in my brain that it works. I had a hard time with the rabbit because she went outside the lines, as you know, and there was a lot of open space, so there wasn't a lot of design points where you could count off of that, you know, particular motif or particular design element. And so I struggled with her. But I did her, and she has some mistakes in her, but you would never know them because I fudged. I'm a pretty good fudger, as I think you understand. Everybody understands that. So I will continue on that. And I'm very excited about her, about Downton, because I think it's a beautiful design. I did pick a different fabric. They had it on a light gold, as you could tell. I wanted something that popped more. So this is a, do I have the name of it? Yep, I do have the name of it. It's called Frost. It's a Bestitch Me. And it's 18 count. I'm a 16, 18 count Aida person. I had to use a 17 by 17 size for this one, which was perfect because the pieces I got from Bestitch Me, I was in a fabric club. I think I'm going to rejoin it. I had a fraud issue with my credit card, so I had to cancel some of my stuff so I could get on top of that, and I haven't rejoined, but she said I could rejoin anytime. So hopefully I'll be able to get back in on that because I do love her Bestitch Me's monthly fabrics. So I'm not in any monthly clubs anymore because I canceled that because of the fraud issue. And then I have my whole week's Dyeworks collection now, so I don't get floss for that. I don't need any floss except for what I'm choosing to fill in with designs. And it's kind of nice because Joanne's being out of pocket, they're gone basically. Can't run and get DMC, so any DMC I need to order from 123 Stitch, or if I go to Michael's I can pick it up there, but it's not right at my fingertips like it used to be. So Downton Abbey, super happy with that one. And I think that's it. I think if that's not enough, that's it. So I went 37 minutes, which is pretty good. I didn't fumble too much, which is really good. And as I said at the beginning, I hope you have a blessed Mother's Day, however you spend it. If it's with your family, I'm very happy for you. I'm just going to be getting phone calls, which I have to be happy with because my kids are on both coasts. My two sons live on the west. My daughter lives on the east coast. So yes, I get a lot of visits in. We'll be going to, like I said, my grandson who's on the east coast. Those two grandkids are on the east coast. Josie will be home from university, so I'll get to see her. And my husband's coming with, so that's a treat for the long weekend. We leave on Friday morning. We get home Monday. So doing that in 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks. Very excited about that. June 1st is his graduation. And I found a fun outfit for it. I really like it. So I'm all set with that. And I have to dig through my closet to find some shoes. I have to find some very comfortable shoes. What else? I'm just looking at my foot, which has kind of turned purple since I had it hanging over the side. My body, myself. What else? We hope to go see Beatrice, for her first birthday, and then sometime in June, July. And then I'm going to camp, Black Needle Society camp, which is always fun. I get to see a lot of my stitchy besties, which is super fun. We get a table. We've got it all lined out for that. This will be my third or fourth. I think it's my third. It can't be right. It's got to be my fourth. It's my fourth camp. Yeah. So getting to know these gals and, seeing them here and there and other retreats. And I haven't scheduled any more retreats for this upcoming year. And I probably need to look at that. I probably need to schedule at least one. And if I decide to go to StitchCon, I'll need to work on that for next June. I have some good stitchy besties that I see there too. So we'll see. We'll see. Now I'm rambling. Can't think of anything else. So, as I said, happy Mother's Day a day early. Happy all May birthdays this month. And that's it. So, take care. This is Stitching to Connect Annie. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the things because I so enjoy connecting with you. That's my mantra. And peace and goodwill to all who are in our world, who need peace and goodwill. I'm wishing you all that. Bye for now.